What's going on, everybody? Welcome once again to Bluedaberry Gaming. My name is Bluedaberry, of course. Today I wanted to make a video about Sleeping Dogs 2. Wanted to talk about a little bit about Sleeping Dogs 1 and talk about how much I wish there was a Sleeping Dogs 2. So let's get into the video. Alright, so I think Sleeping Dogs 1 was extremely underrated. There was a lot of people that never played it, and that frustrates me so bad because I think that it was an amazing game. Some people might say that it wasn't, and it was just a copy paste of Grand Theft Auto, but I think that's where the problem was with Sleeping Dogs. It decided to come out around that same time when the buzz of Grand Theft Auto was so high. There was no way Sleeping Dogs could ever match Grand Theft Auto's buzz. So that's why I think they put themselves in that position. It's all about when you release your game. You know, no matter how good it is, if it doesn't get any exposure and people don't get to actually play it and hear about it, then it's not going to do as good, even though the game was great. People might look down on it because it is a kind of copy style of Grand Theft Auto. In my opinion, I feel like Sleeping Dogs separated itself enough to not be called a clone of Grand Theft Auto. So there's a lot of things that I really liked about Sleeping Dogs. You know, there was a lot of little details that they paid attention to in the game, and I appreciate them for that. It's overlooked. People are not noticing this. There's a lot of places in Sleeping Dogs you can go, you can explore. There's a lot of things you can do. It's Tokyo. We don't really get to see that portrayed in many video games. There are a few, but there's not many. And alongside that, there's not many that are martial arts style video games. So Sleeping Dogs already stood apart from most of the games. You know, they had some pretty great fighting moves. There was amazing finishers. Like every finisher that you did in that game felt like it was just connecting and it was strong. You just felt powerful with your hands. To me, I didn't really use guns that much in Sleeping Dogs, even though there was a ton of guns. I really used the fighting, and I rarely used guns unless I really had to. You know, I used to run around, beat people up. You know, you can throw them on top of the car, throw them through the car, throw them in the trunk, ride them off and run them away. It was so crazy. You played with the police and you were on the side of the bad guys, which was crazy because I think that's where they messed up when they made it so that you could play with the police and the bad guys. I feel like they should have separated that because it felt so generic when it was like that, because they didn't understand that we were working for the police station. Even if no matter what you did, they wouldn't really understand. So I think that's where they messed up and they made it feel kind of generic. I feel like they need to work on that to the point where we should be able to pick if we want to just work for the police station or the crime. Depending on what we do, people would understand and know us more based on the bad things and the good things we do. I like that you can do little side quests as a police officer, or like gang wars and stuff. There was karaoke. You know, I love every game that has food in it. There was tons of eating. There was a lot of different food stands that you can go to they look pretty good. You know, there was girlfriends that you can go dating with, street racing. There was fight clubs. There was, you know, rooster fighting. There was photography in there. I mean, they had a full camera. There was tons of stuff in Sleeping Dogs, like little things that just made the game great. Being able to customize your character, being able to run around away. It looked so different. I mean, the game looked great. It was polished right. There was tons of extra stuff that you can do, like find, you know, hidden stuff that actually affected your character and made them a lot stronger. Sleeping Dogs was a fun experience to me. You know, I didn't get all the collectibles, but I got so many of them because there was actually reason behind getting them. So it gave me a reason to actually want to go get some of these collectibles instead of just, you know, having a ton of collectibles or an achievement. And it just was a great game. I mean, True Crime Streets New York was really amazing. And I was like, how are they going to, you know, outdo it? I don't feel like they outdid it because it's so different, but I feel like they still held up a good game. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. And Sleeping Dogs is another game that I always find myself going back to and playing over again. But that's all I want to say today, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. My name is Bluedaberry, and I'm out.